Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here. Thank you for checking out this video. And it's hard to believe we're already in week 7. So this will be for week 7 of my Marksman Hunter journey for both gearing and just my overall progression here in the second season of The War Within. Seriously, we're almost 2 months into this tier already. Time flies when you're having fun. This was actually going to be recorded after we've raided for the week, so I didn't get any upgrades from raid, but I do have 3 myth track slots in the middle. Got all hero track on top, and then some mixed bag on the bottom, since I'm only really helping others do delves at this point. But last week, I hope I don't have a repeat of it. I had all 3 items myth track for the first time and got a fat 0. Ended up getting a socket, so I will be putting that on either a belt or most likely a wrist once I get another half of a spark next week. That way I can pump up that last crafted item, and then I can kind of focus in on the last couple things to round out my build. So I'm hoping for just anything. I'm not even asking for a certain item, Blizzard. It's not like the Roshan cloak or anything like that from last season. I just want something that I can use. Tier would be cool, or the trinket from Floodgate, but I'm not asking for it. I'm definitely not asking for it, Blizzard, but I wouldn't complain if it was in here. So I'm just hoping I don't get the trinket that I've seen now twice from the Rookery and twice from Dark Flame Cleft. Those things seriously love me. It's rather annoying. But you guys are here for the vault opening and then to maybe see how my week went. So let's go ahead and check out the vault. Make sure I'm set to marksman specialization. Just want something good. I just want something good. I just want something good. Or usable. There we go. So as customary, I will be blocking off the screen here. So you guys are already going to see what I have. Now I'm just hoping that there's something good. So let's go ahead and look off here at the bottom. So got a Funhouse lens at Veteran Track, got a Treasure Seeker Shaw at 623, and I guess I didn't even do any 11s on this guy last week. That's crazy. And now let's go ahead and take a look at our raid items. So first up is the Shrapnel-Ridden Sabatons, which I believe is from Vexy, so not really interested in that guy. Next one is the Test Pilot's Go Pack. So this is a very rare item that drops off of Stock and Vlogger. Yeah, that one. Probably not picking that either. And then we have another House of Cards. So we got this a couple of weeks ago. This is one of our BIS items from Raid. It works really well for either version of Marksman Hunter you're playing because that 1 minute 30-second cooldown lines up really well with every single true shot. All right, moment we've been waiting for. Let's go ahead and check. So right now I'm getting tokens. First up, we have the Mole Knights Grime Mail. I can say that. So this is Myth Track. This would be Myth Track tier, which I have plenty of charges, but the shoulders actually are off-piece. I can maybe make it work by catalyzing it and then moving some of my other items around, which I will have a couple of crafted items to do that. So this is my pick currently. I would still pick it strictly for item level. Next up, we have the Ravenous Honey Buzzer. So this one was omega strong in the pre-patch of this expansion and over in beta. Not so good now, so I will not be picking like this. So it looks like it might be that off shoulder, unless this last one's good. Here we go. Oh, this was actually in my vault last week. I have a 675 crafted cloak, so not really my thing. What is with them giving me so many of the same items? So I've seen this item twice. I've seen the Trinket from Rookery twice. I've seen the Dark Flame Cleft Whistle Trinket twice. That's really frustrating. Blizzard, there's a ton of different options out there. So right now, I will most likely be picking up the Myth Track Shoulder and turning that into tier. I understand that it's our off-piece that we really don't want, but just having that extra item level I think will go a long way. And I don't want to pick tokens again, if I'm being completely honest. Heck, I would pick that Test Pilots Go pack before I pick up tokens again. But I'm most likely picking with those shoulders, so I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Best of luck in your vault today or Wednesday if you are playing on the EU, and I hope you guys get one of your goals done this week. I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to future me, and hopefully we'll make some more progress and just see how the week went. And just like that, it's the end of week 7. So, how do we do? All in all, I thought we did very well, like you'll hear me say almost every single week. And we'll start off with Mythic Plus, which is where our big win was. So we're now above 2,800, officially at 2,819 on week 7. I think that was better than we were last season. And we're going to really try to push and maybe even get to 3K in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I think we could definitely do that. That way I can start focusing on PvP with Rend. But we added 3 more plus 12s to the board. So officially 4 12s, 3 11s, and 1 little 10, which is that mother load. I'm hoping to get that one fixed. My goal would be to get that to at least 11 or preferably a 12, and then maybe get to, I don't know, 2850, 2875. I'm trying to do very reachable goals each and every week. But we are going to be getting a new crafted item since we'll get the second half of our, fifth spark. So that'll be a nice boost to our survivability and damage. I'm either going to be making wrists or the belt or boots. It's most likely going to be belt at this point since I already have a socket, or I will have a socket to put in there. I'm hoping to get anything good out of my vault. So this is what the vault looks like right now. Only 1 hero piece on the top. We skipped most of heroic, or at least I wasn't there for a ton of it. And then I do have 3 mythic pieces across the board. Mythic has not been really kind to me, if I'm being honest with you guys. I did pick the shoulders, by the way, and turn those into tier. Even though they aren't the optimal stats, it's still a significant increase to what I had before. I've got 3 mythic track items. Don't worry about tier or the delves on the bottom, and we're not really going to be getting anything from there anyway. But I'm just praying it's something useful. So the item that I craft will be determined by what I get from the vault. I'm kind of leaning towards the belt, though. I think that's what I'll go with. And I do have some hero track boots, which my boots are still 636, by the way, from last season, since they are my other embellishment. And I do have some boots lading kind of in the wings in case that's what I end up going with. My guild, 8 of 8 normal, 8 of 8 heroic. We breezed through there. We did the achievements, so we did this week. So very cool. I love this thing. The best part is, let's see if I can get it to work. I get the noggin fogger that makes me tiny. Look how tiny you are. I love this. I would run around like this all the time in like BGs or something just to be stupid. Like, you're seriously small. It's hilarious. I'll go ahead and do that, so I'm kind of back in the middle of the screen there. But I won't be doing any mythic raiding until Ren's guild is. Maybe I can join them for maybe even a couple kills. I'm really wanting to get the second boss down. I think Vexy would be pretty easy, but I do know that they get progressively harder as you go down the line. I would really not want to go past Carnage, if I'm being completely honest with you. But update on some videos. So this is 11.1.5 Eve for me. I will not have my guide out because it actually got copyright struck, and I got a copyright strike from it. TLDR, I use some like DMCA free music, which the artist of said song is perfectly fine with me using it. With or without credit, I always give Sam Ock credit. I'll put a link to his music if you want to check it out down below. But there's an AI bot account that steals his music, uploads it as their own with all this AI generated imagery with weird face, teeth, fingers, everything. And then they said that it's their copyright. Well, it's something I use in a ton of my videos. It's just kind of some calm, background music. Well, I had to actually appeal a copyright on it, and then I appealed it and I lost the appeal for whatever reason. So I actually got the copyright strike. It was removed today from YouTube. You guys didn't even get to see it. And I lost about 30 more of my other videos. All from this same bot account, which is just super, super frustrating. So I'm not going to have it out tonight/tomorrow, but my goal is to have it out by Friday. They also took down my Dark Ranger guide and, about 25 or 30 other videos, which is a real bummer. I really put a lot of hard work into those, and it's a lot of fun for me. And I don't care about the money. Like, I don't make a lot of money doing this, don't get me wrong. But it's not about that. It's just the fact that I put a lot of hard work, and I try to make a lot of my videos now like viewer friendly and like viewer requested videos, and the fact that I lost a few of those really sucked. So I do apologize for that, but I'm working on getting some more stuff taken care of. But I will have updated my UI a little bit as well. So you guys have asked for it to have my action tracker be a little bit more visible. So this is what the new action tracker is on the side. There's nothing too crazy, but it'll be a little bit more viewer friendly. So I hope you guys would like that. I definitely think it'll be easier for me, and that way I can see all the information I need to over here on the right side when I'm in a Mythic Plus key. Speaking of Mythic Plus keys, I have a ton more that are coming out. I have a little bit of a backlog, so those will come out pretty fast and furious, and I hope I'll be live tomorrow. There will be a giveaway on Twitch, so I should be live if you guys want to come and hang out for that. My goal this next week: craft an item, preferably a belt or a pair of wrists, and put the socket on that so I know that's a guaranteed BIS item with my embellishment. And then after that, just focus on upgrading these final couple of pieces. If I do end up switching the embellishment, I need to get a new pair of boots. I have some, but they're not like the best stat-wise, so I'll have to focus on getting some better boots, and then trying to upgrade one of my rings. One of my rings I have is, well, both of them. One's the Jaster Diamond, though, but the other ring is the miniature roulette wheel, which is great. The problem is, though, is that I do want to upgrade that to a hero track piece, but it's so hard to do when that thing's almost 6,000 crit. So my build kind of revolves around it, but I am 666 item level, and I did pick up an improvised Seaforium Pacemaker, and that's been a lot of fun to play around with. Pretty good uptime on that as well. So I do plan on getting at least one upgrade tomorrow. Pray something good in the vault. If I get a Signet the Priory, well, I'll play with that over the Pacemaker. That's fine. I just want something that's going to be valuable, because I've been getting kind of poo-pooed on in my vaults thus far this season. But that's all she wrote for me in 11.1. I'll be waking up tomorrow in 11.1.5. That guide will be out later on this week. I started working on it tonight because I had to do it from scratch because I didn't save it like a dummy. But thank you guys so much for watching. Best of luck in your vaults. Best of luck in Mythic Plus, PvP, raiding, whatever you do, and I'll see you next time.